Hello everybody, and welcome back to today's video. I have a pretty interesting topic for today. I'd like to talk about loyal people and people that are more selfish and out for themselves. I got a famous quote I like to tell people anytime they've been cheated on or wronged or any of that stuff. And I always tell them that the dog does not understand the wolf, and the wolf does not understand the dog. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's pretty simple. A dog that's loyal to a person, yet has the same features as the wolf, doesn't understand why the wolf does what he does. And the wolf, who's roaming free, who has the same features as the dog, doesn't understand why the dog does what he does. And what that really gets down to is people who are selfish, they're always going to hurt you, and they will never understand what they did wrong, because to them, they never did anything wrong. To them, they're doing everything they're supposed to do. They're the kind of people that are like, yeah, fuck them, bro. I got my money. I got that shit from them. Or like, you know, hey, fuck him. I got my shit. I'm just getting out of here. I don't care. Not worried about him. Those are the kind of people that I'm talking about. Now, there are people out there in the world who are on the opposite side of that. They're not a wolf. They're a dog. They got a friend they would stick to the bitter end. They have a friend that they would ride to hell with. They would do anything for just a random stranger because their only thought process in life is loyalty and helping others. See, that's the difference. I know it's kind of, I don't like to do this a lot because people tend to get offended. I'm not saying that humans are animals, but in a way we really are. We like to separate ourselves from the animal kingdom, but we're not that much different. And when we look at the animal kingdoms, if we really want to put people into perspective, people have two different... Whereas a dog will be loyal to a person and a wolf will always be the one that's free, humans are kind of different. You get different breeds of humans. You have the human that does not care about anybody else. They're a wolf. They're out for themselves. They want to get as much as they can get for themselves. As much as usually a wolf pack is, like, for the wolf pack, even then they will throw someone else under the bus to then escape. So, in that regards, some people are the wolf. And in the other regards, some people are the dog. They're loyal to the bitter end. And you know what? I don't think it's bad to be a dog. I always hear some people being like, oh, I'm the wolf, or I'm the, you know, always trying to be the big, strong animal. But you know what? What's the point of being big and strong and being at the top? You're all by yourself at the end of the day. If you're there all alone and there's nobody else there for you and you're lonely, well, I mean, it can't be that fun. I'd rather be broke in a field somewhere with 20 to 200 people than be in a mansion by myself with all the amenities but nobody to share that with. And I'm not the same way with relationships. I've had a pretty rough go with the relationships. I'm not gonna lie. I won't get into detail and nothing like that, but when it comes down to relationships, I'm not telling everybody, like, relationships are worth it. Like, there are people out there that are genuinely good, but I haven't found those people for me. So I choose to be alone. In that only regard, I choose to be alone, but even then I'm not alone. I have the YouTube channel here, I have my Twitch stream, I do have friends and people I talk to. So I'm never actually alone. To me, I don't see the point of a relationship, but I'm not telling everybody to have that same philosophy. But I will say that in today's world, it's not really worth a relationship, because whereas back in the day, a relationship revolved around, I like you, you like me, let's get together. Nowadays, it's, well, what can you offer me? And, okay, well, I'll give you this. Like, it's more transactional than it is actually about love or anything like that. Anyways, this is a video that I wanted to make today. I know it's not probably going to be as interesting as some of the other ones, but I thought there's some people out there that might find this video pretty interesting. That's the thing about humans. They're so interesting and intriguing, and there's so many different versions of humans, and you know, kind of like an ice cream shop. There's so many different flavors for you to experience that it's truly breathtaking. Like, I'm really into watching, like, body cam stuff and, like, so, you know, like, the aftermath of, like, somebody in, like, the whole, what is it called? When the police have them in the room, the interrogation. I like watching that and seeing actually how real criminals react during that time, too. Because those are also interesting moments. How can somebody act? Like, the human brain is truly, like, I know I got a lot of videos, and I definitely have mentioned the human brain quite a few times on my channel, but that's because it is truly something that is, I think, not talked about enough how truly beyond comprehension the human brain is. It does so many different things, has so many different features, capable of so much different stuff. If it wasn't for the brain, you're realistically not alive. Like, there's a lot of body parts you can replace, but that's the only body part you can't replace, because if you replace the brain, well, then you just wouldn't be yourself and you wouldn't be a person anymore. So, this was just a little video. I know it's not going to be as long as the other ones, probably. It's not going to go as extensively as the other ones. It's not going to be as intriguing as the topic, but I also would like to kind of cover, maybe if this will help make the video a little bit longer. And this is, again, you don't have to stick around for this part. This is for people that might need it, people that might be struggling with this. You know, it's not wrong to feel things. It's a completely normal human emotion to feel things. And if people hurt you, then I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you there's some 10-step program or some special thing you can do to get rid of the pain. No, you're going to feel the pain. No matter what happens, whether it's a loss in life, a relationship like that falling through, or like a relationship falling through, or a friend leaving you, or passing on, that's always going to hurt. And it's okay to sit there and hurt for a little bit, but you always got to remember you can't stay in the hurt forever. It's okay to hurt, it's okay to heal, but after that healing, soon enough, you got to get up and keep going, because that person, that if they cared about you, truly would not want you to sit there wasting your life away sad. They would want you to live on, and live on for both you and them. Anyways, so this is a video. I'd like to kind of keep it short. Maybe I'll let this race finish out, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I got another video coming today, and it's part 2 of the yesterday video. There might not be any more videos on that for like maybe a week, maybe a couple days. I'll see how everybody feels about it. This is a philosophy and theoretical channel. It's just a game I like, and I really wanted to release it on here because Twitch has a really bad habit of like not archiving your stuff. I'd like to eventually get into streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch, but at the same time you kind of need 50 subscribers, and I'm not there yet, so we'll see. Down the road, maybe I'll start streaming on YouTube, so that way some of the people that aren't up at night or don't have the time can always go check it out and like pick it up from wherever they left off. But again, let me know how you guys feel about that. Anyways, yeah, that's almost the end of the race, so yeah, like, subscribe, and peace.